Mic check. Oh my god. So much stuff has happened recently and also like not a whole lot. I won't lie, y'all. I've been kind of stressed out recently. Um between work and personal life, I feel like I haven't been able to just take time to just chill. And I think that happens to all of us at times. We just get caught up in a lot of shit that's going on. And you know, that's just how life can be at times. I think I think it was last time I mentioned about us going to the gathering. Um but at the moment it does not seem like that is going to happen for me. Um way my job is, typically can't have anybody or more than two people or more than one person rather out at the same time. And one of my associates already requested that time off. She said she was going to see if she's able to reschedule that. I told her, it's no big deal if she can't, because it's just how it is. But it just seems like I'm destined to not go to the fucking gathering. It's been bumming me out, really, because God, I've been listening to this music for half my fucking life. I've never gone to a gathering. And I really thought this was going to be the one time. We were going to do it 2 years ago, and just COVID fucked it up. The announcement came late last year, and also we were still concerned about COVID, so that wasn't going to be a thing. And now this. So I really want to get there, but if I can't, I can't. But if that's the case, I mean, everybody else who's going, I hope they have a fucking blast. My friends who are going, I'm really hoping that they can be my plugs for my music and grab me shit that I want. Because that's the main reason that I want to go to the gathering. I need to get them sweet exclusives, them sweet audio deals. That's what I want. But other than that, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm really trying hard not to. Because it's just going to depress the fuck out of me. So, I haven't gotten a lot of new music recently. I did it just came in like 2 days ago, but I've been working on something else, so I haven't gotten a chance to listen. I did get the new Yellow Wolf album. Yellow Wolf and who the fuck else is on it? Shooter Jennings. I don't know what that is. All I know is I like Yellow Wolf a lot. This sounds like it was meant to be a more like rock project, like southern rock. And I think I've only heard the first track from it, which was Make Me a Believer, and I liked it. It was different. But I haven't gotten to listen to the rest of the album yet. My copy just came in. However, I did listen to, and this is going to sound hypocritical because of when I didn't do a mic check and wanted to talk about, Vic, and didn't because I wanted more listens, but I did get the new Light album, Metamorphosis. I only got one listen in. And when I say that I've been fucking busy, it's because of a different thing I'm working on, and I'll explain it shortly. But I got the new Light album. And I remember whenever Light first dropped Psychopathic Monster, and that was the only thing he had on Psychopathic, a lot of people felt like, he's one-trick pony. He's just a chopper-style rapper that doesn't have substance. And I think that it was a little too early for people to really judge that. The fact that they handled his introduction to the Juggalo world poorly. I really believe that. 6-track, I think? 6 or 7-track EP that you make 3 versions of with a different produced intro on each one, and then you got a different bonus track on each one. Like, he wasn't established enough to do that. I'm sorry. But that said, it was gonna be Broke But Still Shining. and then he changed it to Metamorphosis, and it's fucking solid. It does take a little bit to really get into the album. The album is 15 tracks long, and I think it wasn't until it might have been like track 3 or 4 where I was like, okay, I understand what this is going for, and then it really picks up. But the majority of this album is just very fucking good. Production is top notch. I think Straight Jacket did most of it, or at least a significant part of it. Although looking at something here, most of these were recorded at Shed Quarters, which I don't know if that's Light's personal thing, or whatever. I know that he was working with Hypnotic Sound, which is, I think, Straight Jacket's thing. I can't quite remember. But I did just notice in the liner notes here that one of the tracks was recorded at the Lotus Pod, so it might be an old-ass track that he originally made way back then and was going to come out with it on his actual LP on Psychopathic before he got dropped. I don't know. I literally just noticed that right now. But the album is fucking great. It's also, there was something kind of funny where the second to last track is like 7 minutes long, I think. It's a big fucking posse cut. But it's just kind of funny because it has all the most recent people who aren't on Psychopathic anymore. It has him, it has Big Hoodoo, it has ABK, it has DJ Clay. And yes, Hoodoo and Clay are still very tight with Psychopathic. I don't think that Hoodoo is officially on the label now. It seems very confusing, because the Red Book, Hoodoo's last album, has a Hatchet on it, but it wasn't, I don't think it was released on Psychopathic. I think it was just like I think it's literally the thing that Violent J wanted Twisted to do when they left, which was, yo, put the Hatchet Man on there to show that we're still good, to show that, there's no problems or anything between us. And then Twisted was like, no. I don't know. I have no idea. But Metamorphosis, fucking tight album. It's very, very good. It's a little on the long side, but it doesn't really feel like it. It just takes a bit to get into the record. It has a bit of a slow start, but I think it's very good. Light is not just another white rapper who happens to rap fast. I think that there's more substance to it. The guest features enhance it. None of them outshine Light, but they're also not bad, by any stretch of the imagination. He's got fucking Lazy Bone on the one. Buck's got a fucking solid-ass verse. Love Buck. That's another thing, too. Buckshot got his new EP, Never Safe, coming out. I think he said that was in the beginning of April. So, not too much longer until that drops. I think it's the second week in April, I think it drops. There's 6 different bundles or something on his site. Buck, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He actually just did a interview with Roan of Beneath the Dirt, and it's about an hour and a half long. And I'm glad I listened to it, because there's a lot of shit that I didn't know about some of Buck's early history. As somebody who's been a fan of Buckshot for probably the last, I'd say I gotta think about this. First time I actually bought a record of Buckshot and listened to it. So I had already gotten the Underground Avengers EP, but the original I bought the original copy because it was the version with the cover that was actual Avenger style that got the cease and desist. But I bought that and I never opened it. I actually still have it. I think it's still sealed. And I think I bought the Wormwood Tour CD because of Boondocks on it. I don't know if I remembered that first or if I listened to that first, but I had got the Gathering version of Helter Skelter, which is basically the entire album Helter Skelter was released as a 2-disc, but the second disc was the Accomplices album and had like all the major guest verses. The Gotcha version is literally like, I think it was given away for free. I think whenever I got it, it was something you could add to your cart for free just for the fuck of it, and that's what I did. I think I did that with I think I actually did it twice. I think I did it with the UGA album and I did it with the Wormwood tour. Anyways, when I first got that, I remember listening to that whenever I was working at Walmart, and I was working at the first one where I worked in the back room. So that was fucking, holy shit, that was 9 years ago? 8 or 9 years ago. Holy fuck, man. Holy shit. I can't believe I've been listening to Buckshot that fucking long. It doesn't even feel like it, really. Because I feel like I didn't really, like, super get into his music until at least a couple years later. I think it was me listening to him kind of as, like, by association with Boondocks. And then I was like, oh, okay, let me check out, more of his actual stuff. And I do prefer his stuff from Helter Skelter on, the more, like, darker horrorcore type stuff, compared to, the I don't know if I want to say gangster rap, but just that this regular, like, southern style rap that he was doing. Granted, there are some songs that I think are fucking great on the earlier stuff, but Helter Skelter On is where I really, like, pick up. But anyways, he's got his new EP coming out. There's a bunch of fucking bundles for it, so go ahead and check those out. Because there's literally something for everybody. I am just so excited because the aesthetic of it is sharks. There is a new Smokin' Joe that's got, like, he's wearing, like, one of those fisherman bucket hats, but he's got, like, shark teeth and shit. And I'm going to say this. I don't think that Buck ever listens to Juggalo Judgment, which it'd be cool if he did, but if not, it's whatever. Dude's busy. Smokin' Joe, I think, is such a cool logo, but I sometimes wish that he just didn't have the cigar. And I know it's a cigar because it's meant to look like an old gangster. But, I mean, just because of me, being straight edge and shit, I'm just like, man, can Smokin' Joe just be like Joe? I know, that's a lot to ask. It's whatever. But the new Smokin' Joe, the Fishin' Joe, I don't know if that's his name or not, looks fucking sick. And remember, there's if you get those, I think it's like the biggest bundle. It probably is. They all have those coins. And this will be the sixth official coin. Where if you got all of them he didn't say how many there are going to be. I don't know what the end game is, but he said that for people who collect all of them, like, they get something big. So I'm very curious as to what this is going to be. I technically have all of them, but one of them, there's an alternate version, and apparently if you also get that one, there's something extra, I gotta get that. I have all of them so far, but the Buckshot stays, like, so fucking good with his merch too. Like, I don't know if people really pay attention to what he does. I mean, I won't lie. When I started listening to him again, like I said, it was by association with Boondocks, and I'm looking at his albums, and I'm like, holy shit, he's got features from all these fucking people. There's a feature with fucking Dirtball. There's a feature with all these people. Holy shit, I gotta check this out. And yeah, a lot of times I'm like, all right, can't wait to listen to this feature, and I was just disregarding the main artist. Now I'm like, nah, Buckshot's cool. I dig Buckshot. And apparently this new record is, like, there's no guest features. He has, like, some background vocals, but he is doing everything. He's got no guest features for rap vocals or anything. So I'm very interested to see what that's like. But yeah, I think he said that comes out I think it's the second Friday in April. So go ahead and check that out. I don't think that I have anything else that I was listening to or anything else that I know is coming out. It's been pretty quiet, honestly, for most of the underground recently. Or at least most of the underground that I paid attention to. There, like, nothing else as far as Psychopathic has really been announced. I think recently Violent J said that Walking Home Tuesday is going to be out sometime soon. either he already finished recording the vocals or he's almost done with it, something like that. So that should be coming out eventually, I guess. I'm still kind of surprised that it got past Monday, to be honest. What else was there? I didn't hear the new fucking Devil something. They made that like 80s track for the fourth of the Ultra live fucking shows. I didn't hear it. I heard it's like an 80s hair metal track. Oh, that's what I gotta talk about. Motherfuckers finally got their goddamn packages in the mail of Bloody Brothers, that fucking single, After Murder Sunrise. Whoo, holy shit. Is it so bad it's good, or is it just so bad? I don't know. I don't know what to expect or to have expected from ICP. Now, mind you, Bloody Brothers, if you don't know, Bloody Brothers was first hinted at around, I think, 99, something like that, where Violent J had explained that Bloody Brothers was going to be ICP rapping under different aliases as basically murderous hillbillies. And there were meant to be, I think they said there was going to be no guests at all. Like, it wasn't going to be them putting anybody on or whatever. And, you know, they were going to just rap like that. And the project never happened. And it seems like that was like the gimmick for that was then given to Boondocks. Okay. And they just tweaked it a bit so he was a murderous hillbilly scarecrow. Boondocks has fucking ran with it. And I think that he's worked with it so fucking well. Like, Boondocks is seriously, I think, very underrated with what he does. When he does go, like, in with the gimmick, I think it's fucking great. But, man, I hope the rest of this fucking album does not sound like this. I hope that they just picked a bad single. Because it wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time where they picked a song that is so left field that it doesn't make sense. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, Chris Benoit was a very weird track to have as the first single for the Mighty Death Pop. And it was. The fucking video came out and we didn't know what the fuck to expect. They don't seem to do a good job with picking singles. So I really hope that this is the worst song from that album, if that album is going to happen. Or if people literally said, ICP, this is fucking garbage, what the hell did you do? And ICP are like, yeah, we probably shouldn't finish this project. I don't know. I don't fucking know. The last thing I was going to mention is the my project that I've been doing, which it's just a personal thing. It's nothing that's like fucking upfront there and whatnot. Is regarding my fucking music library. I think I said before that I've been re-ripping all of my fucking music in ALAC form, which is Apple Lossless. And the only reason it's being an Apple Lossless is because I use iTunes, because I think iTunes is actually a very good, I think it's a very good program for music organization. So I use that. I've literally used it ever since I had a fucking regular ass iPod, which is, I've had an iPod for fucking, God, I got my first one when I was in high school. So, shit, like 18 years at this point. No, not that long. Close. Something like that. Fucking whatever. Anyways, the 05. 05 is when I got my first iPod. Anyways, what's frustrating me right now is obviously those files take up a lot of fucking space. That's a lot of fucking space on my external hard drive. It's a lot of space on my micro SD card that's within my phone. And now, less and less phones are allowing external storage, which is pissing me the fuck off, because that was one of the big selling points for Androids. but I'm fucking ass out now. It's fucking bullshit, man. It's pissing me off. Less and less shit is letting me have access to my music. So now what I'm doing is I am uploading my music library into YouTube Music, which is something you can do. I didn't realize this was a thing until very recently. Apparently you can upload up to 100,000 songs onto YouTube Music in your personal library. That's fucking insane! Fucking insane! And I looked, and right now, at the moment, my phone has just over 19,000 songs. Not all of it has been re-ripped in high quality, mind you. All of my underground stuff is, and I'm slowly working the way through the rest of my CDs. It's a long fucking process, I'm telling you. And I'm probably going to have to get a new external hard drive at some point, because I'm running out of space on that motherfucker. But my thing is, the reason I'm having to do this is, the next time I upgrade my fucking phone, which I have a Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, my phone before that was an S20. I went from the S20 to the S20 Ultra. I didn't upgrade to the S21, which I could have. But I didn't because I couldn't have a fucking micro SD in there. So now, when I upgrade eventually in the next couple months or whatever the fuck, I'll probably upgrade to the newest phone. The S22s are out now. But I can't have my micro SD, which means I have to go with something that just has a semi-decent amount of space as far as like apps go, because my phone's 128 gigs and that's starting to run out. But I can at the very least have my fucking music on me by putting it all on YouTube Music. And now I'm going to have the people that are like, oh, well, why don't you just stream it? Blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Yes, I am streaming it, kind of, but it's my own stuff. It's not helping the art. Anyways, the fact is there is shit that I have on my goddamn library that is not available on streaming services. Also, I'm ripping the shit in better fucking quality. And I think if I read it right, putting those high quality files on YouTube Music. Now, YouTube Music can only stream at 256, which is not that good. It's not that great. But if you upload something at higher quality, you can download that to play from your phone, and it is at that quality. I don't fucking know if it actually is or not, but at the very least, I'm learning that fucking these companies just don't want you to have access to all your fucking shit without forcing you to pay money for it. And it's bullshit, and I fucking hate it. That's the predicament I'm in right now. It's so fucking annoying. So I have been literally these last, probably the last week now, going through and what else is fucking annoying? If I don't have the album art attached to the file itself within iTunes, it doesn't show up on YouTube Music. And I learned that, and I had to delete stuff and then re-put it on, and it's a fucking process. It probably wouldn't take as long if I was using lower quality files. When a single song, a fucking 4-minute song, is like 28 megabytes because it's in ALAC form, it takes a long fucking time. So, that's the personal project that I've been doing recently. Just so I have access to my fucking music. Going through, I literally started ripping this stuff in high quality last February. So I'm going back from all that shit that I've already been doing, already ripped, and once I get to where I most recently got to, then I'll start fucking with everything else. It's a fucking process, yo. But that's about all I got. As always, thank you very much for listening to Juggalo Judgment, listening to Mike Check, listening to us fucking talk, because honestly, a lot of things aren't going right in the world right now. And sometimes it's fucking hard. And I have been struggling a lot recently on focusing on things. But knowing that I got people who honestly check us out and genuinely give a shit about what we do, it really means the world. I can't stress it enough. And you'll hear me say it more than once because I fucking mean it. So yeah, that's about all I got today. As always, check us out on social media. Juggalo Judgment everywhere you go. Send us an email, juggalojudgment@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us on Patreon, please do. Patreon.com/juggalojudgment. I am going to consider adding that other tier. I think I mentioned it last time. If I didn't mention it, I'm going to sound stupid. I'm not going to mention it then this time if I didn't already talk about it. Which means it's going to be cryptic if I didn't. Notice that I don't go and listen to my own shit. That's all I got, everybody. Stay safe. Take care. Peace.